Van Helsing, directed by Stephen Sommers, starring Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale. A movie that was just pretty much Universal's like way of having all the Universal monsters back. It's kind of what it feels like, but it didn't live up to the hype when it came out. I don't know if there was hype in 2004. I don't know. I was 6. Get into the movie. The pros. I love the opening of it. Just the whole black and white. Just the homage, it feels like, to the old Universal monsters from the 30s to the 40s. And it's just great. Like, you have Victor Frankenstein sitting there doing his whole It's Alive the way it was to how Colin Clive did it in the 1931 classic. Still, you see everywhere to this day. I just think like it's a great thing. Dracula works. It's just, I like that opening. Even has the whole windmill thing from the original movie. I enjoy that. Like, down to the monster designs. I love the way the werewolf looks. How they transform is cool, where they just shed their skin off. Lets the whole beast out of the man or whatever. And I just enjoy it because he just peels it off and climb up on walls, taking it off. I kind of enjoy that. I don't want to say kind of. I do enjoy that. Get to the characters like Dracula. Really, I do like Dracula. I think the actor that got to play Dracula is a damn good Dracula. I don't feel like they do a whole lot with him that they could. I get he's the main bad guy. He's kind of, mostly in the backdrop. Just to have that confrontation for when time comes. So, there's that. But the characters are like Van Helsing, played by Hugh Jackman. Just the way Van Helsing is done, I love the way Hugh played him. You can tell he's actually giving it his all. It feels like that. Comes off like that, in my opinion. And the fact that he's just this kind of badass. It's a typical trope you see in a lot of stuff. He got this badass, mysterious edge to him, maybe. He doesn't know his past. He has this amnesia, basically. Doesn't know who he is. And is just willing to kick a lot of ass. Then we get Kate Beckinsale's character, Anna. She's badass. She can hold her own. They have this great bickering back and forth. They don't always agree or see eye to eye, but they are both down to do what they think is right, to take out these monsters. And I guess onto my mixed thing is, when it comes to monsters, kind of hypocritical, the monster designs, I guess, for me. The Frankenstein monster himself, like the look of it, I'm not too big on, or the way he's kind of played out as the monster. I don't know, something about it, I've just not been the biggest fan. I don't hate it, but I don't really care either. I don't know, his designs are kind of cool, it's kind of okay in my opinion. But it's the way he's done, his motivation for why we have the monster in this, really, for why Dracula is looking for the monster and he wants him, I don't really care for. It's kind of just whatever. And another thing I'm kind of mixed on also, just they have this Dracula and this Van Helsing like connection, like they know each other. There's this past there, there's history. Dracula recognizes him and kind of gives it to him, but Van Helsing, of course, he has no memory, he doesn't know anything. And I don't know, I kind of feel like they're just trying to push it in there and rush that, and then they go into it sort of, and it just doesn't land for me. I don't know, something about it, whatever, I can sit through the movie, but it just, I don't get it. I don't know why it's there, just to have this reason for these two. It doesn't make sense. Then goes to the final fight between Dracula and Van Helsing. It's not really much of a final fighting. It's mostly one-sided. Van Helsing's trying to fight Dracula, but Dracula's, yeah, sure, he's fighting every now and then, but he's mostly just trying to run away and get away and get away and get away, and it's just very one-sided that when it finally ends, you're just kind of like, that's the fight? That's it? Really? Like, kind of just like, okay, whatever. And my last little mix section would be the acting. Whereas every now and then, besides like our main trio of Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale, and I can never remember the guy's name, but I'm always just going to call him Lord, not Lord, but whatever, Faramir from Lord of the Rings. Fucking, a lot of other people besides Kevin J. O'Connor. There's a handful of people who give this good job performance, like the guy who plays Dracula, Kevin J. O'Connor, and the three I just mentioned. There's also people who kind of just like either overacting or just kind of whatever. It's like, it's not the greatest. Like, they're acting like how people like Basil Rathbone acted in like horror films he didn't like to do them. That's kind of about it. So it's not bad. It's passable. It's whatever. It is what it is. And now the only negative I really have for the movie is the CGI is very 2004. And by saying that, it's not like it's a Scorpion King level from The Mummy Returns. No. Is it like Davy Jones level from Pirates of the Caribbean? No, either. it's watchable, it's noticeable, it is what it is. Sometimes you don't even know. I think sometimes it comes off as okay, and sometimes you're like, that is really CGI. Like, for example, the most, I guess, worst CGI in my opinion is the opening when Van Helsing's confronting, Mr. Hyde, and it doesn't look the greatest when it's moving around. They're fighting each other. It's very noticeable. It's just whatever. Now, for my final thoughts, the movie I think is it's underrated. This movie is severely underrated. I feel like over the years, it's got this cult following going. It's becoming, people look back at it as just a miss. Like, not a miss as in bad, just a miss is like, really, this could have been something, but it's just not. Sadly, it's a one and done. Most people see it as a guilty pleasure. I could see it where it's that. Or, for if you want to, kids could watch it as a fun way to introduce them to like the Universal monsters, the horror. Just, it is a fun time. And I don't know how it is if you're drunk or whatnot, or high and watch this. I'm sure it's a damn trip. But it's still a fun, good movie to turn on and just kill time sometimes. Now, I will say the movie is just a good time. Whether you're drunk, high, or whatever, I don't know. But the movie's a good, fun time that severely is underrated. That I would love to have a second one, at least something. This was supposed to have been a franchise. It didn't become one. Critics tore it apart. It didn't really perform to their expectations at the box office. I mean, I know when it came out on DVD, it made, I think, $65 million. Made pretty good money, but wasn't enough for them to want to do a second one. They canceled it, scrapped it, and moved on. And here we are just years later, over 20 years later, just talking about it and saying, man, what could have been. This movie is severely underrated. Give it a shot. I think you'll like it.